Yes, I can hear you.
Can't you hear me?
Yeah, sometimes I can hear you, sometimes I can't, Daniel.
I'm gonna go out and come back.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So today, this hangout will focus on DDM 97, DDM 98, DDM 99, and DDM 100. So the last 4 lessons that we studied together. You can ask questions, you can work on some pronunciation, and then later, at the end of the lesson, you can ask questions about other things too. And I'm going to ask everybody to please mute your microphones because the more people we have, the sound quality can get worse and worse. So if you're not speaking, then please mute your microphone. And it's easy to mute your microphone. If you look on the control panel for this software, there's a red arrow. You click that, and then you should see a green microphone. And if you click the green microphone, it changes to gray, and that means your microphone is muted. Yes, Forrester just muted his microphone. Very good, very good. And let me say hi to Amal. Hello, Amal.
Hi, hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great. How is Besher?
Bishop is fine, but he's sleeping now.
What time is it, Amal?
It's 4:13 a.m.
4 a.m.?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Waiting for your lesson.
Oh my goodness. This better be a good lesson.
It's always like this. It's always good lesson.
I hope so. I hope so. Okay, so we keep on getting some new people, so I'll just let them come on in. And I'll open up the floor to anybody if you have any questions. Starting with DDM 97, I prefer. Go ahead. And it's very, very quiet. It's always, you know, in the beginning, nobody has questions, and at the end, everybody has questions. This is terrible.
I have a few questions.
Okay, great. Let's start with Azin. And once again, everybody, please mute your microphones for the audio quality. I thank you very much. And Azin, go ahead.
Yes, my first question is about DDM 97.
Yeah.
You said kneading the dough. I didn't understand these 2 words.
Okay.
If I pronounced them.
Yeah, the pronunciation was great. Kneading the dough. So first of all, what is dough? Can you tell me what dough is?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So
I didn't know how to write it down, so I couldn't find the meaning.
Okay, so dough is a mixture of flour, F-L-O-U-R, flour, water, and salt. Okay?
Okay.
So if you have flour, water, and salt, what can you make?
I don't know the word, but it's something, for example, to prepare pizza or something.
Okay, right. You can make bread, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So when you make the flour, water, and salt, you put it into a bowl, right? So you add the flour, then the water, then the salt. Then what do you do?
Well, I mix them up.
Do you mix them with a spoon or do you mix them with your fingers?
It depends. Maybe with the fingers it's more easy. It's easier.
That's right. And that is called kneading the dough.
Okay.
Okay, so do you remember the picture of Audrey's father kneading the dough?
Yes.
Wasn't it disgusting because he went to the bathroom and he didn't wash his hands?
Yes, but what I saw in the film, in the video, it was not exactly kneading the dough in that case because he didn't really mix the flour, salt, and water. He had a piece of them, a piece of this mix in his hand, and
That's
he
right.
was rolling it.
Okay, but that is called the dough. So he had the dough in his hands and he was doing this. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is still kneading the dough. You can do this or
Oh,
you can do this. It's still kneading the dough.
okay, thank you.
So yeah, so basically kneading means mixing. It basically means the same thing.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay. And yes, could you please just tell me again how can I write dough? Is it D-O-W?
D-O-U-G-H.
Oh,
D-O-U-G-H.
okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So D-O-U-G-H. Dough.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Next question.
Can I continue?
Yep.
Well, you gave some examples, but I still can't understand the meaning of a cry for help.
Okay. Where is it here? It's a cry for help. There we go. So, cry for help. Let me try and give you a more serious example. Have you ever had a friend who is very depressed?
No, but I can imagine.
Good. So, they're always sad and they don't like to go anywhere. They don't want to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing?
Of course, a bad thing.
Right. But usually they have some pride, so they don't want to ask for help, right?
Yes.
But still, every day, they're very sad, they're very quiet, they're very, asocial. In this situation, that person's activity is called a cry for help. Because of their acting. They cannot say, help me, but because of their actions, they're saying, they're wishing somebody would come and help them, make them feel better.
Okay, thank you very much. Because I thought that it was something negative when I listened to the example of the policeman who acts like a thief.
Right.
So I thought that it would be negative.
No, sometimes it could be kind of negative, the examples. Well, once again, sometimes somebody who's very depressed will actually commit suicide, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's terrible. But we can look at what the person was doing before was a cry for help, but we didn't hear it. And now it's too late.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a negative, but it's something that we have to catch.
Catch, yes. And I have another question. I'm a little confused. I don't know if we have two words, into and into. I mean, into in one word and into in two words.
Right.
And what do they mean?
Okay. It's basically the same thing. When we use into as one word, the activity is from the, how do you explain this? Well, I'm doing it just out of memory. So I walked in. We're actually talking about like the entrance area from outside, inside, and the entrance area. He walked into the bedroom. He walked in to a place, he went in someplace towards something. Okay? So walked into means going from outside to inside. Walked in to means he went from outside to inside and then to some specific area.
I didn't get which one is in one word, which one is in two words.
Okay. So he walked into the building.
Mm-hmm.
Another example, he drove into the building. Actually, this is a good one.
Okay.
So he walked into the building. He was outside. He went through the door to the inside. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He drove into the building. This is the building, and he drove, boom, and he crashed into the building. Okay?
Hit the building. Mm-hmm.
Right. He walked in to get his phone. That means he walked in to the building or to the room in order to get his phone. So if we have it separate, it's the two is going to have a specific location or a specific task.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay?
I got it. Yeah,
Okay.
I got it. Thank you.
I hope my explanation was correct.
Yeah.
Hi, Shane. I have a question.
Yes.
Did you say he drove into the building? That means the car crashed the building, right?
Yeah.
But what if the parking lot is the building?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's possible. Usually we'll say he drove into the parking lot.
Okay.
Yes, but this sentence could be confusing. Okay, it could be a parking lot. Probably it's an accident, but it could be a parking lot. Okay, so for example, where's Dad? Oh, he drove into the building, the parking lot. Where's Dad? He drove into the building. It was an accident.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Good questions.
I have a question about DDM 97,
Yes, Berta.
and you already explained that to me in my hangout when Bob said, I hope you rot in that suit, but it's not that clear.
Okay, so the question is, I hope you rot in that suit. And I'll just make a different sentence.
Yeah.
He's saying, I hope you die in that suit. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
I got it now.
yeah, so what happens when you die? You rot.
Right.
Correct? You decompose.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You bet.
I have a question.
Yes, Ahmad.
So can we say we are moving into new house?
Yep.
And can I say, for example, instead of, actually, what's the difference between come along and come here?
Come here actually means come to me.
Yeah.
And come along means go with me.
Go with me.
Yeah. Okay. So if I said to a small student, come along, first the student would come to me and then we would go together someplace.
Okay. And what's the difference between sit tight and sit still?
Okay. Sit still basically means shut up.
Okay.
And sit tight means just wait, be patient.
So there's difference between sit still and sit tight.
Yeah, we might use them in a similar situation, but be careful with sit still, okay? Because sit still has that shut up nuance to it.
So it's not just sit still doesn't mean just sit here and don't move.
It does mean that. It does mean that. But like I said, it can also mean shut up.
Okay.
So to your, like for example, to your mother, if she said, "Oh, what do I do?" "Oh, Mom, just sit still." Sometimes you want your mother to shut up, but I don't recommend saying sit still. I would just say, "Oh, sit tight, Mom, sit tight."
And for students, we have to say sit tight, not sit still.
I think for students, sit still is usually better.
Okay. What's the difference between ruin and destroy?
Destroy sounds very violent, like a storm, like a hurricane or a typhoon or a tornado. And ruin sounds like more of a longer process. It was ruined from, maybe the food was ruined, or my hairstyle was ruined, or his health was ruined. So when we say ruin, it sounds like a longer process. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but for example, if I want to tell my son, don't destroy your toys or don't ruin your toys.
That's a good one. I would say destroy is better.
Destroy.
Yeah. But I think what my mom used to tell me, don't wreck your toys. W-R-E-C-K. Don't wreck your toys, which would be similar to destroy, but once again, destroy sounds very violent and very complete. Wreck sounds like a little bit more of an accident or child's play. So I think wreck would be better. W-R-E-C-K.
Wreck.
Yes.
Okay. Last question.
Yeah.
If I want to say about food itself, for example, I want to say this food is no more you can eat it. What can I say? It's decomposed?
No. So it depends. But the simple thing to say is it's bad. Or
it's bad.
Yeah, it has gone bad. For milk, you could say it has spoiled. We just say it's spoiled. Okay, it's spoiled. For eggs, we say they're rotten. For a banana, for fruit, we would say rotten. But we can all say bad. Everything is bad. You can just say this is the easy one to remember. But different things do have different words. So the fruit is rotten. The meat is spoiled. The soup. Another word. The soup has turned. The soup has gone bad. The soup has turned. That's possible. So there are many possible different words, but the simple one is it's bad. It has gone bad.
It's gone bad.
Yep. And we could say and now let me use your ruin word again. You put too much salt in it. It's ruined. Here we say ruined, not destroyed. Ruined. Or with a steak, you cooked it too long. You ruined the steak. So we can say, we don't say steak, we don't say destroy. We can say ruin in this case too. But do you see the difference? To go bad is a long process, but to ruin something, a food, is by adding too much salt or cooking it too long.
Yeah. And I can say also it's overcooked.
Yeah, it's overcooked. That's right. Santa has a question here. If I say, I hope you decompose in that suit, will my statement have a similar effect? Yeah, especially among doctors and biologists, it would have a similar effect, but it sounds too academic. So I hope you die in that suit, or I hope you rot in that suit is going to be much better, Santa.
Sorry, what about clothes? If you borrow, for example, my T-shirt, and like my sister, she borrows my dress, and when she brings it back, she ruined.
Yep, exactly. So you stretched out my dress. It's ruined.
Okay, stretched out.
Yeah. So that's two different words. Stretched out my dress. Somebody with a big head can stretch out the T-shirt neck. Who has a big head? Be honest.
Not me.
Yeah, I got a little pinhead. Yeah. So I never stretch out T-shirts. But if you have a nice cashmere sweater, never borrow it to somebody with a big head. Otherwise, you'll end up with a cashmere sweater like this.
So if you borrow this blouse, for example, you would have stretched out.
That's right. You stretched out my blouse. You stretched out my T-shirt. It's ruined.
Okay. Even about like when my kids jumps over the furniture, over the couch and sofa, I can say also ruin.
Ruined what? The clothes or the couch?
Couch.
In that case, we would say, don't do that. You're going to wreck the couch. Once again, wreck.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You bet. Santa asks, can I say, you smelled out my dress? No. You cannot say that. But you could say, you stunk up my dress.
Stunk up?
Yeah, that means you made my dress smelly. Very smelly. Ooh. Take a shower. You stunk up my dress.
Yeah. Can I ask some questions about DDM 99, or you wanna do DDM 98 first?
Go ahead, Berta. DDM 99.
Yeah, I have a question over there. I was looking at the glossary where you put taking this down.
Yep.
And it was equal to writing this down.
Right.
But I was thinking, isn't that to remove the something, like in this case the mannequin?
Okay, so we have two of them here. Take that mannequin down means remove the mannequin. And
all right.
Taking this down, writing something down. So you really have to see, to understand the situation, which one do they mean, okay? So, for example, I have a mannequin. What are you doing, Shane? I'm taking this down, okay? But if I have a pen, what are you doing, Shane? I'm taking this down. Same verb. It's the same verb.
All right.
Same phrase.
Can you explain a little? Sorry. Can you explain a little more about the legal precedent?
Okay, legal precedent.
That's a legal case which
right. I'll give you an example.
The current case.
So let's do this. In America, can a woman have an abortion? Yes or no?
Choice, I think.
Yes.
Well, that's a choice.
Yes, legally she can have an abortion, right?
Yeah.
Your church or your community, that might be different, the family, but legally she can have an abortion. And everybody accepts that. Why? Do you know why? Why does everybody accept that? Because there was a very famous law case called Roe.
There is a lot of controversy about that.
Oh yeah. But let me finish this. I just want to. This is the legal precedence. I got to check the spelling. Roe versus Wade. It's ROE versus Wade. So there was a legal case, Roe versus Wade, and that was in 1973. And there was a woman who was suing for the right to have an abortion. And the Supreme Court said, yes, the woman can legally have an abortion. That case is the precedent. It's the first case where the Supreme Court said it's legal. So now in America, everybody accepts that you can have an abortion because of Roe versus Wade. That is the precedence.
Oh, I see.
Okay? And is it controversial? Yes. But
Yeah.
one time in court, it was made okay. So the chances of changing the court's decision, almost zero. Almost zero.
Right. And other thing, wanted to ask you, why did the line say, is my ass in the window and not at the window?
Ah, okay, that's a good one. Let me go back here. That's my ass in the window. Where is the very beginning?
Yeah.
Ah, here we go. Okay, so the question is why in the window? Why not at the window? Okay, that's a great question, and the answer is if you go to a store, is the store window the same as your house window? No.
Maybe not. No.
No, because the store window is for display. So we call it a showcase or a display area. So that is in a specific area of the store. That's why we say in. So instead of window, we could say in your display. Same idea. It's not the glass that we're talking about. It's the area, the display area. Got it?
Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
That's a great question.
Yeah. And also about, I think the same DDM, how about rustling? It's the sound of the leaves.
Right.
But can also, can that word also means, you know, when they fight?
Oh, that'd be wrestling.
Wrestling?
Wrestling.
Oh, it's not the same?
No, it's different.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. I'm learning so much here today.
Wunderbar. Excellent.
Thank you.
More great questions. Wow, Santa's fast there. Wunderbar. That's wonderful in German, but I don't speak German. I just know that word. Dankeschön. Gesundheit.
So what's the difference between wrestling and wrestling?
The pronunciation?
No, wrestling means fighting, right? The second one.
Okay, wrestling is a sport. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not precisely fighting, but
Right.
that's a sport.
Wrestling would be this. So I have some newspaper. Listen to the sound.
Oh, okay. So it's the sound.
Yes, rustling is the sound.
Wrestling, yeah.
So can I say stop rustling the paper?
Yes, you can. Yes, that's a great expression. Does your husband rustle the paper?
No, my kids actually do.
Stop rustling the paper.
Yeah. Or when they open also the book, when they turn the page, they make this sound like this.
Yeah, if it's a lot of sound, you can say it. Yeah, stop rustling the pages.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. More questions.
I have questions.
Yeah.
Like some people, they like to put too much pictures on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I say don't? You are ruining the wall, or you are wrecking the wall?
That's a good question. Yeah, I would say you're ruining the wall. Is probably the best in that situation. Maybe they're using tape or glue or nails. So especially if they are using tape or glue, nails, then they are. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're ruining the wall. You're wrecking the wall. No, you're wrecking the wall. So in this case, it's physical damage because of the tape, glue, nails. So if it's physical damage, we would say wrecking. If it's more of the ambiance or the aesthetics, then I think ruining would be better. I can't spell. Whoops. What am I doing wrong here? Aesthetics. There we go. Daniel's sick. Shane, excuse me, I'm flu. I'm very sleepy. Daniel, I'm flu. No. I have the flu. That's terrible, Daniel. You get some rest. You get some rest. And I hope that you're healthy by tomorrow. Get lots of food, too. Daniel, eat lots of food and get some rest. Sleep well. And thank you for joining, Daniel.
My new city is killing me.
Oh, Dan, it's the stress of moving. I know the meaning. I know the feeling. Be strong,
It's
young
very hot.
Be strong, Daniel. Eat lots of food.
Yeah, and from now on, I will try, because today my refrigerator
It's empty.
Yeah.
Your refrigerator is empty?
Yeah, they sent my refrigerator today.
Ah, they're sending it today.
Yeah, I received my refrigerator today, so it's empty.
Oh,
And
you need to order Chinese food or Domino's Pizza or something like that. Get something delivered.
that's a good idea, but now I'm very sleepy.
Oh,
I need to go to bed.
you get some rest, Daniel. Get some rest, and when you get up, get something to eat, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, that's too bad. Does everybody know this expression, feed a cold, drown a fever? Does that make sense?
No.
So in America,
Drown a fever.
if we have a cold or a flu, they say that you should eat lots of food to help you recover. Okay? But what's a fever? If you have a fever, what is a fever? Does anybody know what a fever is?
Yes, when your body temperature is high.
That's right, a high body temperature.
Yeah.
So if you have a fever, then you should draw it. That means you should drink lots of water, lots of orange juice, lots of good liquids. So especially water and orange juice. So drown a fever, feed a flu. So if you have a fever, eating is not important. Drowning is important. And if you have a cold or Daniel like a flu, then eating is important. That's what they say.
Yeah, but some people, when they're sick, they're not hungry.
Oh, I know, Berta. Actually, that's very typical. My dad, about a week ago, had a very bad cold, and he was not hungry at all. And that's the tough thing. You have to eat, though. It's really tough. You have to eat. That's the tough thing. Santa, what were you saying?
Yeah.
What are we?
Was it Star of a Fever, Feet of Cold? What was it? Yeah, there is another thing like that. Star of a Fever. I'm going to find it. Hold on a second.
So maybe Daniel is not hungry.
Yeah, I worry about that. Yeah, Star of a Fever, Feet of Cold.
Yeah, I'm not.
Not.
Yeah,
I'm not hungry.
we can say
Maybe
Daniel.
I will drink.
Yeah, we could say that Daniel has no appetite. But Daniel, you must force yourself.
Or drink some
I
liquids.
will drink a lot of vitamin.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. And liquids.
That's right. That's right. Go to sleep, Daniel. Hang up.
Ah,
I'm not, no, we're talking. I got better.
Oh, there you go.
Now I can talk all the night.
The
all
endorphins
right.
and adrenaline are making you better.
Now I can talk all the night long.
Oh, this is terrible. We all know that Daniel can talk too much.
No, I promise. I will sit still.
That's very gentlemanly of you. More questions, anybody?
What's the meaning of hang up?
Of hunger?
No, you said hang up.
Ah, hang up, hang up.
Hang up.
Get off the phone. In this case, get out of the hangout.
Okay.
Stop talking. That's the idea. So right now, Ahmad, your son is very young, but when your son gets older, he will probably be talking on the phone a lot. So you have to tell him to hang up.
Okay.
How about the other meaning for riddle? Is that is riddle means like a joke, to say a joke or something?
Yes. Should I give you an example of a riddle?
Yes, please.
Okay, everybody listen carefully. What is black, white, and red all over? What is black, white, and red all over? 10 seconds. Do 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 do.
Black, white.
Watermelon.
Watermelon is green. That's a terrible answer.
And red.
And the seeds are black.
White, and red all over.
Yep. Black, white, and red all over.
Black, white, and red all over.
All over. All
American people.
Ah.
American people.
No. The answer is a newspaper.
Why?
Why?
Because a newspaper is black, white, and red all over.
It doesn't have red. It doesn't
Red!
have red all
Look,
over.
look at the spelling.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's red.
That's
Read it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh my. That's a good one.
Yeah, so this is the traditional riddle. This is the traditional riddle. That's why you cannot write a riddle. You have to say it usually. So what, whoops, I'll write the riddle again. What is black, white, and red all over? And of course, people always think R-E-D, but it's not R-E-D. It's the past tense of read,
Yeah.
R-E-A-D. And that's the trick. That's the trick.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
very good one.
So yes, riddle
So-
doesn't necessarily mean mystery. It can mean like this little joke, like a joke.
Yeah. So when George asked the question to Jerry, it was like a mystery, huh?
Yes, exactly. So when George asked Jerry, his meaning was mystery. Did you ever solve the mystery of the pie?
I think that there is no mystery in that story, I mean, because if it was the first time that Jerry met Audrey and he started to eat the pie before, I mean, give it to Audrey, I think she had right not to eat it.
Because it was their first meeting, and she was being polite, or maybe she didn't want Jerry's germs.
Exactly. First, it's not very high class what he did, and second, it was a little disgusting because when you don't know a person, you don't like to eat with him or her.
That's possible, yes. But we don't know for sure. That's why it's a riddle. But yes, what you said is definitely possible. Oh, everybody, did you know that today is National Pie Day?
National what?
It's National
Pie Day?
Pie Day.
Where, in America?
In the whole world.
Really? National.
But wait,
I didn't
this is another joke. It's
Pie
not,
Day.
listen, Daniel, be quiet. It's National Pie Day. Not pie, but pie.
What's pie mean?
What is
Yeah.
pie?
I don't know.
3.14.
Oh, the Greek letter.
The Greek letter pi. 3.14 in math. That's right.
Why today is the Greek letter day?
It's March 14th.
Okay. Starting with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. It's also, what's very interesting,
Tough.
today is also Einstein's birthday. So he was born on International Pie Day.
You of course you read the letter Greek pi.
We read it pi, yes.
The letter the Greek letter.
Daniel, your sound is breaking up.
We read it P.
This is pi. You read it P in Brazil. We say pi in America. Yeah, I think Daniel, his connection is lost. I'm sure Daniel is talking right now, but we cannot hear him. Yeah, so in math, pi is equivalent to 3.14, and today is March, which is 3/14.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, it's Albert Einstein's birthday. He was born on Pi Day. There you go. Carlos is saying yes. Yes, we say P. P. In Brazil, they say P. P.
We call it P too.
You call it P in Iran too.
Yes.
What about in Mexico, Benita? Do they say pie or pea?
No, no P. We call P to the PP and call the pie to the pie.
There you go. There you go.
P is the number one, you know.
Yeah, number one is P. Number two is
Yeah.
poo. Daniel, your sound is breaking up. Yeah, go ahead.
In Greek. Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back.
No, try it. Say it now. Say it now. In Greek what? In the Greek pronunciation. Go ahead.
In Greek, they say P also.
Okay.
They say P too. Only Americans change the things.
And Canadians and British people.
Yeah, only English. Only barbarian people.
Oh, Danny, you love it.
Americans are descendants from barbarian people, don't you know?
Barbarians, that's right.
Barbarian. For the Germans. Germans are, from the point of view of the Romans, Germans are barbarians.
But another word for barbarian is tough.
Yeah, and aggressive,
Yeah,
scary,
that's right.
dull, dumb.
Now, Einstein was in that Austria-German area, and he's a smart guy.
Einstein was from Israel.
Oh, was he from Israel? I thought he was from Austria or Germany.
No. He is. Excuse me.
German born.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Jewish.
He's Jewish, right? He's Jewish, but he's German born.
Jewish.
Yeah.
And as you know, the
German-born
Jewish
barbarian.
people, they maintain that religion very strongly.
Some.
Everywhere they are.
Some.
Some.
I know many Jewish people who love to eat pork, who do not go to the synagogue, who marry
They are,
non-Jewish people.
those are the bastards.
Daniel, who are you to judge? Are you God? You cannot judge.
I'm not judging. I'm kidding.
More questions. Oh, here's a question. Hold on a second. This is from Jerry. I knew it was from Jerry. Jerry's going back in time. Some argue that this problem is only going to get worse as augmented reality becomes even more popular with technology like Google Glass. Okay, so Daniel's question goes back in time, in history. I'm sorry, this is Jerry's question from DDM 87. All right. I'm not going to take many of these old ones, but what's your question, Jerry?
My question is, what does augmented reality mean?
Okay, whoa. What the hell happened there? Just a second. Hold on a second. I hope my program was acting weird earlier, too. This is not good. Okay, I'll just leave it. This is 99. Can you guys... Now you should see my screen. Okay. So augmented reality actually has several possible definitions, but basically it is reality. So we describe reality through our senses, right? Jerry.
Yeah, could you hear me?
No, I say it again. So I said we describe reality through our senses, correct?
Yes.
And what are our senses? What are they?
I mean, five cents.
The five senses, what are they?
I don't know how to describe.
Sight.
Just say the
Yeah, say it with me. Sight,
sight,
smell,
smell,
taste,
taste,
hearing,
hearing,
touch.
touch.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, so this is reality. Reality is what we can sense around our physical lives. Now, augmented reality means something that makes our senses stronger. It augments our senses. It increases our senses' ability. So, for example, if you're walking from your house to the Starbucks, can you see the Starbucks from your house?
Probably not.
No. But with Google Glass, they have in the viewer, they have a GPS map where you can see the Starbucks in your glasses. So you know
Okay.
exactly how to get there. That is augmented reality.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Augmented reality is exciting and scary.
Yeah, sometimes it's helpful, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah, it's a big question, you know. Wikipedia is a kind of augmented reality. It makes us smart when we need to be smart, but with no Wikipedia, then many people are dumb. Could I repeat the senses again? Yes, Carlos. Sight, S-I-G-H-T. Smell, S-M-E-L-L. Taste, T-A-S-T-E. Hearing, H-E-A-R-I-N-G. And touch, T-O-U-C-H. And do we say hearing? What are the five? I'm going to go to Wikipedia. What are the five senses?
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah, we say hearing, right? Yeah. Yeah. So they have the scientific definition, but we don't need that. Yeah, sight, hearing, touch, smell, taste. Yeah. I think I hear a party at Berta's house.
I'm sorry, always too noisy here.
Tell those damn people to be quiet. I'm joking.
Yeah, these college people, they don't understand. I'm gonna mute my phone.
That's okay.
I mean my mic.
Okay.
Yes.
There is, sorry, there is some the blind people who use dogs to lead them. We call them hearing and seeing dogs.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Seeing dogs. Yep. There's another word. What do we call them? Seeing eye dogs. Seeing eye dogs. Yeah. Seeing eye dogs. I'll write it down. Okay, my computer is acting strange again. This worries me.
Very strange. We can hear you very well.
No. That's good, but my computer is not working well. Okay, guys, I think I may have to leave and come back. Oh, this is not good.
Maybe by restarting you can get rid of this problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave and come back, so I'm going to stop